want to get to the Stadium Series for a second. I feel like
Yeah.
this is almost getting overshadowed with what I had going on this weekend. I'm sure a lot of NHL fans were dialed into this. I know a couple people I talked to at the Working in Hockey event flew down for this. They were a lot warmer than I was or you were the weekend prior. Being in Tampa must be nice, but for you and I who've been openly critical of outdoor games and Stadium Series games, as a hockey game, this one was great. It didn't look like this if you maybe were scoreboard watching midway through the second period, but, with the Bruins deciding to take every penalty possible on the planet and letting the Lightning score 3 power play goals in the third period, it got pretty interesting. So I thought the game was fantastic.
Instant classic outdoor game.
Hard to argue with a Tendy fight. I know you and I weren't huge on the uniforms. I'm going to say this, the Ranger or the Bruins uniforms just kind of looked a little bit more like cheese because it was a little bit more of that like highlighter yellow as opposed to like the gold that we're used to with them. But
I will say, I don't know if it's just that I enjoy a color on color matchup in general, but I didn't mind visually looking at it, like looking at the two teams skating around on ice. I was like, okay, I don't necessarily hate this as much as I hated when the actual jerseys were released. And I think that's usually the case. Like once you see it on ice, you're like, all right, it's not as bad as I thought, but I like the big numbers. I like that for an outdoor game, like the bigger numbers on the side of the sleeves. I also like the on the Bruins helmets, the little like scratch on one side and then the number on the other. That was kind of cool. So there were some cool details in there. I think overall the jerseys were still kind of a miss for me, but I came around a little bit.
I like dark on dark for a Stadium Series game. Like I think that works specifically. I mean, you do kind of, and you nailed it. You need a good jersey matchup. You need a good sweater matchup. We've seen some terrible ones in the past. I'm thinking back to like those LA, San Jose, Anaheim, like two-tone ones that were just atrocious.
Like the gray. One of those teams had a gray. I think the Kings did. But
it was just not good. But I mean, Tendy fight. Who doesn't love a Tendy fight? It was, I think there was on aggregate probably 1.5 punches thrown in the Tendy fight, but still.
But just, I mean, did you hear how loud that place sounded when the two of them met at center ice? And I also love the the etiquette of that fight, like him being like, "No, you got to take your helmet off now too," and Vasi's like, "Yeah, okay, you're right."
It was good to see them. Yeah, I think you can see immediately after the fight, they're both like pat on the back, like, "Hey." We kind of did that, it wasn't like it was staged, but like once
but it was like,
happens,
fuck it, like everybody's fighting, like let's fucking get people fired up. Also, I sent you the clip, but Zadorov going to the ref afterwards and being like, "So what happens now?" And the ref's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Well, what do we do about our goalies?" And he's like, "They're fine." And he's like, "Yeah, but they fought, so they got to sit in the box for 5 minutes." He's like, "That's not how this works, man."
It's like, let's just move on.
Yeah, he's like, "Well, that's not fair." What do you say? He goes, "That's discrimination." He's like, "What do you mean discrimination?" And he's like, "Well, when I fight, I have to sit in the cold penalty box for 5 minutes and freeze my ass off, and they don't have to." And he's like, "Let's just move on, okay?"
Well,
let's just keep this game
if you want them
going.
to sit in the cold penalty box, the next one of them that goes to make a save is going to snap their hamstring in half. So can't have that. Or what are the backups supposed to do? Just get warm now?
Come in for like a shot or two, and then
No, I don't know. I'm shocked. I don't know if he was just like playing dumb or being funny or had never seen that before. But I'm like, I feel like collectively we all knew that one. Like the goalie's just, you get a bench minor and someone else sits for it.
Right.